Welcome back to the channel. Just watched the Indiana Fever take down the Chicago Sky on Barbie night. Of course, we are going to talk about it here. Got the box score, so we're going to react. Make sure you guys like this video. Leave a comment below if you like these videos. I'll keep putting them out after these games and all that. But we just watched excellent win for the Indiana Fever. Just incredible performance from, this is a pretty big team win. Unfortunately, Kennedy Carter wasn't able to play in this game. I always enjoy watching her compete against the Fever. But this was beat them down, 100-81. The game kind of started with the Sky, who's not really a great three-point shooting team in my estimation. They were hitting all their shots. There was just a lot of defensive breakdowns. I believe they were up 13 points in the first quarter. Immediately, that kind of told me that they could not sustain that, especially when the Fever closed the gap and they were only up 3. I was like, there's no way they can handle that pace, and keep playing at that pace. And then it was essentially the Fever just walked them down and just started opening the lead up slowly but surely, very gradual kind of thing, where the talent gap offensively between these two teams is just far too large, especially without Kennedy Carter in the game. Let's take a look at the box score. So Aaliyah Boston, she was in trouble with the refs all night. Very animated, didn't really get it going on the offensive end, but was big defensively. Nalissa Smith, man, she gets a lot of stuff from people on Twitter and online, but I'm a big Nalissa Smith fan. I love the way she plays. Kind of reminds me of the same demeanor of a Lamar Odom kind of, and when she gives the team something, they're very hard to beat. The third quarter was hers. She remembered, kind of what Angel Reese did to her the last game they played against each other, and she was to the point where she was like, I'm just going to start shooting three-pointers now, because she was feeling it. Caitlin Clark, you already know well, that's what y'all here for, but she took this personal. This was Barbie night. They waited to do this. On the night that the Indiana Fever came in town, there was only one Barbie that was going to be celebrated, and that was Caitlin Clark. 31 points, career high, 12 assists, at least 3 point-blank misses. She could have 15 assists easily. Only 4 boards, but you'll take that. All game, she was, pretty much just in control, running the offense, and making people think, when people would think about getting close to her, she would, hit the snatchbacks on them. She would body them physically to the rim. She took a couple big hits. There was that flagrant foul that was on her. You're probably going to see make the rounds and all that. She caught a couple different people with different big fouls, or people sticking, the feet under her as she was landing. Of course, the one in the fourth quarter before they yanked her. But this was Caitlin's house. She was cranking up, the road crowd. Not too far between Indianapolis and Chicago, so I imagine there's a lot of crossover there. And this was the win that took the Fever to 500 on the season. After starting 1-8, this team has been phenomenal, especially after the break. I believe they're 5-1 since then. I don't know exactly how the voting is going to shake out, but I feel like Caitlin Clark is going to leave with an MVP vote from somewhere. It's been presumed Asia Wilson is going to win the MVP. There were a lot of people pushing that unanimous stuff. I'm sorry, I can't go unanimous with someone that is not in a top seed, especially in a 12-team league with multiple Olympians in your starting lineup. I'm not going unanimous there. So Nafisa Collier's been too good. Caitlin Clark's been too good to just get simply ignored. Unless it's the Olympic team. Lexi Hull continuing her second half of the season, just being put in the starting lineup, and all points between, she's kind of taken Christy Wallace's minutes, and she's been a consistent threat on the corner 3-point shot, as well as someone that can guard up defensively and give people problems. Love what she's bringing to the table for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell, man, every time she shoots, I think it's going in. Whether it's, a long 2, corner 3, or if she's in the open floor, she's so fast. Her and Caitlin were it was like child's play what they were doing to the defenders. It was just overmatched from the sky. Lots of great backdoor layup action that would happen just from the gravity from Caitlin. Someone would catch, a backdoor, for a layup. It would be Melissa. It would be Lexi Ho. It would be Kelsey Mitchell. And I think this team offensively is just so far ahead of what a lot of the league is seeing. It was a tough night for Temi Fagbenle. I'd like to see her get going again. She was really strong at the beginning of the season. Dantas, who's came in about halfway through the season, she's been an excellent pickup. I think even Erica Wheeler gave solid minutes. She only had 2 points, but she allowed Caitlin to kind of rest. Like what they're doing with her minutes, Caitlin didn't play around her normal 38, 40 minutes, but they're bringing in Erica Wheeler to handle the ball and bring it up the court while Caitlin kind of rests on offense a tad. Kind of familiar, like if you're ever seen how LeBron was on some of those teams where he couldn't check out. But looking at this team, the Fever going forward, they're the most dangerous team in the league. They are very hot as far as their momentum, and even the coach is looking like she's like getting it, and this was not always the case. As far as the Sky, I don't really have too much to say about the Sky because Kennedy Carter did not play. I think she's obviously their best offensive player. Angel Reese kind of struggled tonight. I know the box score for her is going to read 10 points, 11 rebounds. They left her in there as they were getting blown out. They were down 20 to get her double. There was just no offensive attention paid to her. They were leaving her wide open. They weren't even trying to run really much from her. She was trying to score off garbage. And Lindsay Allen was the one that was, kind of getting things going for them, hitting all those big threes. I feel like, this team needs to run a little bit more through Camila Cardoso as well. Rachel Banham would chime in with, a 3-pointer here and there, but this was one the Fever wanted. This one, gave them that series win for the season, 3-1. Of course, the Reese and Clark rivalry. If you're Caitlin Clark, if you're an Indiana Fever fan, I would probably count myself amongst them. You're kind of happy about this, and just for the personal rivalry, you get the win. And I think all conversation about the Rookie of the Year race is kind of laughable at this point. I also think that we should be talking about first team all WNBA for Caitlin Clark. We should be talking about MVP voting here at this point. And Kelsey Mitchell's not far behind. Second team all NBA, stuff like that. So very, very exciting game for the Fever fans at least. And there were some in the building for sure. And if this team can keep it rolling like this, this is the dreaded team no one wants to play come playoff time. Minnesota, the Fever are not afraid of them. Seattle, the Fever are not afraid of them. The Sun, just as demonstrated earlier this week, the Fever are not afraid of them, despite the record against them. I think this is a team that's going to steal a playoff series. I would not be shocked if they did that. I would be more shocked if they were one and done. But I thought this was a great game. Probably one of Caitlin's best games, even though this is the most points she's had. Something about the game against the Lynx that she had, did a little bit more for me. But this is a huge game as well on Barbie night, ruining that, and even Grace Berger got in the game. So this was a beat 'em down and a hell of an exciting way for the Fever to roll into the rest of the season. I believe there are only 8 games left. I would have to check on that. But it's been a hell of a season for a team that's 500 now. Man, this is one of the most exciting teams anywhere in the sport, men, women, college, anything like that. Just so much offensive flexibility, versatility, and someone like Aaliyah Boston didn't even have it going tonight. So I am very excited to see what this team looks like. I think Caitlin Clark should continue driving the engine on this, and Kelsey Mitchell has just been sensational since the second half of the season. As far as like any other random thoughts on this game, I am baffled by the Chicago Sky's offense. It doesn't really seem like there is one. And I don't know if that was just a function of having no Kennedy Carter there, but even at her, best, like Kennedy Carter is a one-on-one player. This is not, this is not where she will be fitting inside of offense and running sets and making everything easier for everyone. She's there to get hers. And then like you just got like the big bodies in the paint, and I guess their entire offense is just hope. Just play the offensive boards. They were talking about on commentary. They were like, you got to have somebody designated just to get back on defense and not crash the boards because, the Sky were just getting thrashed in the open court by the even when they would score off of the outlet passes of Caitlin Clark that would go to people like Lexi Hull or Kelsey Mitchell. So we're going to wrap it up. Big win for the Indiana Fever. Enjoyed the game. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section below, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.